Hello there, this is Myra here. It's been a while since I recorded a video. Look, my hair looking crazy. I just wanted to talk about the trauma I recently went through, and that was finding out that someone was in a hospital. And how I got the trauma was that they, not just knowing that he was in a hospital, they went and said, he was doing dialysis because of his kidney problem, and then he wasn't feeling good, so he called the ambulance and went in. And then once he went in, his heart stopped, and they had to bring him back. And once they brought him back, they chemically induced a coma, so he's not able to talk. And they're asking me to be act as a next of kin, whether it's do not resuscitate or CPR or an operation. And I was stressing out, so I was asking a bunch of people, like, give me some advice on what to do. I told them they need to think about it. So the rest of that evening, I thought about it. That was Sunday, and I told them that I would go in to see him Monday morning. So I finally reached a friend that had a good response because they went through something similar. So and had been their next of kin or person of contact for several people, and their response is, since you are not the actual next of kin, it might be best for you not to act as a next of kin, because it's a lot of responsibility and trauma involved. So I thought that was right, because I didn't feel comfortable with it. I didn't even want to think about what it would be like to do it, because now I'm already traumatized either way, whether them being in that person, so whether he's in a hospital, whether they just asking me to do it was traumatizing, and then of course if I made a decision and that was the end of their life, that would have been trauma, just thinking about that. So the next day I had an appointment, and I went and went about my life. I was supposed to go to see him in the morning, but I didn't go. I meant to call in the morning, but I got so busy getting ready for my next appointment, I totally forgot. So I got a call from them, and I told them, I said, hey, I'm not the next of kin, and I don't want to act as the next of kin. It's just a friend, and so I don't feel comfortable acting as the next of kin, and I'm not going to come in to see him. And because my friend has suggested that unless I want to see him like that, and you want to remember him as is, then don't go in. So I didn't go in. I mean, that's not the way it was presented, but pretty much that's how I comprehended it. And that makes sense for me to make the decision, like, if I don't have a problem seeing him as is, that's fine. But if I want to remember him as he was, then I shouldn't go in. So I didn't go in. And so after my appointment, I tried to self-care as much as I could. Sewing, doing art, and jewelry making, little things like that. Those are my outlets that I use for self-care. So one of the things I did a lot of sewing. It was random sewing. It wasn't even like great sewing. I made me a little tablet cover. I made my friend sunglass case cover, and I started working on some other stuff. So so I worked on a bag. My friend wanted a bag, so I made it on a bag, and my daughter wanted a headband, so I made that too. So I did a lot this weekend. I didn't do a lot of art. My niece did the art, and I helped participate in her art, but I didn't do the art. So I just want to talk about the other things I do in my life. The reason why I need this venue, going ahead and doing YouTube and talking about the things that happened to me. So, I made bracelets too. I don't think this is the only bracelet I made out of these three, because I have gray on, so I wanted some black and gray on. So anyway, I've been through recovery. Let's say I had started off with behavioral health, been through recovery from my substance misuse or issue, and then or condition or situation, whatever you want to call it. And then I also have behavioral health, as well as like PTSD, bipolar, a list goes on. So my dad passed away at the pandemic. You know, there was a lot of stress. So I've been utilizing those. But since then, I've been advocating for people like people that are unhoused, people that has experienced behavioral health or substance misuse. And so I've been doing a lot of advocating. I sit on several boards and a panel, and I help with this podcast. I do a lot of things, and then I help with the work. So, and then I did some documentaries as well. So my thing now is more of I need to reduce that so I can have more care. I haven't been giving myself enough care. I haven't during all this time. I lost a clinical case manager, which is part of the support services that I provided with my housing here, and I need my therapist. My clinical case manager was like my therapist. Still have a case manager, but they change case managers very often. Case management is great when you first start off if you don't know how to handle your business yourself. So I can handle mine pretty good. So the supportive part of the supportive service clinical case manager, which is kind of like a therapist. And so I think it's been 8 months or longer since mine has left. And since she's been gone, I haven't seen one. I've been doing more advocating, and it's kind of like doing service. That's one of the things they say when you're in recovery, doing service makes a difference. But, excuse me, I've been doing so much that I haven't had time for myself. So I've decided I'm going to slow down on a lot of this stuff. Now, right now, like I said, I was doing a podcast, peer producing, and that's Elevated Denver. I'm going to try to put a link down in the description box. If I haven't did it before, I'm going to put it down in the description box. Yeah, there's a lot of trauma in life, and so I need to spend my time doing stuff that lets me have fun. So helps me to self-care and take care of myself. I rode my bike yesterday, took a shower, washed my clothes. I finally caught up on my work. There's still a lot of cleaning to do that I haven't done. So that's a lot of stuff I need to do that I haven't had time because I use public transportation, and it's hard to get places early in the morning when you have to get up, get dressed, and add an additional hour into your commute. When 30 minutes is normal, but an hour and a half, depending on the bus system, you have to add that into your commute, and then that also in your commute on the way back, and then going to one appointment that's 1 hour long. Let's just say that's half the day. And then add one more meeting, that's the whole day. So it's a lot. So this is me trying to be consistent with my YouTube. I think I should start doing more vlogs so I have a chance to get up, put my stuff out there, talk about what's going on in my life, and be consistent with posting. I just started posting more on my Instagram and Facebook. I think I have them linked in the description already. But I've been posting, trying to be more consistent at posting on a regular basis. So I know there's a lot of people who do stories, lots of stories. So I'm trying to do my stories. I'm not really good at posting all kinds of posts, but I like to do posts, but I'm not really good at doing posts and stories. I'm more consistent with that than I am posting here on YouTube. So this is my attempt at trying to be more involved in my self-care by putting it out there, so that way I can do more. So hopefully you guys didn't get frustrated with me rambling on and on and on. I look forward to posting more videos, uploading more videos. Hopefully I can get some feedback down in the description box. Please feel free to leave some comments down in the description about some of the things I have. Try to stay away from negativity, but if you're going through it too, you can comment on that. If you have some comments on suggestions, things to try, I'd be willing to listen to. I'm willing to read some of those, and of course, you're welcome to like and subscribe to see when if I have more videos to put out. Thank you guys for stopping and listening to my ramble. Feel free to keep coming back to this channel, checking me out. All right, bye guys, peace.